Hey there, friends. How's it going? My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode number 61 of Let's Blindly Play Through the Granstream Saga on the original PlayStation. In our previous episode, as Eon is also saying on the screen here in front of you, we were successful in defeating Goodle Zephyr. Now, I'm not super excited yet because I'm not sure ultimately what role Goodle Zephyr played, so it's possible that this was the true final boss of the world, and now we will be able to save not only this final continent of Zephyr, but I guess everyone, question mark? But that's only one possibility. There's also still this lingering tale and myth of the Ma-O and potentially reincarnated versions of the Ma-O and that evil prince and the princess. So I don't know, you guys. I can't wrap my head around everything that's going on, but let's go ahead and dive into gameplay with Eon saying, I did it. Goodle Zephyr is dead, or at least we are assuming. Now I just hope that Arcia will recite the lifting verse in time. My mission is complete, but I can't escape from here. Gandor, you shall not die alone. Goodbye, Arcia and Laramie. Goodbye. Oh, so I guess are we just ready to call it quitsy? So maybe this was the grand finale after all. I don't know though. It seems like we're getting ahead of ourselves and there's going to be a second step to this. I mean, why? Yeah, I was thinking of Carrick also. Surely there will be intervening options? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Laramie says, what was that? Oh no. Gandor's dagger. It's broken. He sacrificed his life for our mission. The dagger fell to the floor. Gandor, you don't deserve such a horrible fate. It's not fair. We can't let his sacrifice be in vain. Arcia, recite the lifting verse. But Eon isn't back yet. Arcia, listen to me. If you don't do it now, there won't be a chance for any of us. We have to believe in Eon and make certain that this mission is successful. Well, she's not wrong. You're right. We have to do it for Gandor. Mother Earth, with all your power, help us in this final hour to lift this land high in the sky so the people shall not die. Flowers, grasses, birds, and trees, listen to our urgent pleas. So when the morrow comes at last, many more shall come to pass. Mountains, valleys, lakes, and streams, places found in childhood dreams, give these people one more chance to better human circumstance. Oh, that's such a beautiful lifting verse, but I don't know. This might be it, friends. I don't want to call it yet, though, and say, wow, what an underwhelming conclusion to the journey, but if this is truthfully how everything kind of gets resolved, and I still say resolved with lots of question marks surrounding it, because, I don't know, what about the Ma-O? Who was the princess? What was her role? What is the Ma-O? Who is the Ma-O? Maybe is the more appropriate question. Will we see Corky again? Let's get back to town. All right. I'm sure Eon will return soon. And I feel like Carrick's role, Carrick, however you say her name, I don't know. It seems so random to me. Oh, Wise Man Zora speaking. You are a noble warrior and a deserving hero. Without you, my daughter would have never found the 4 lifting verses. Thank you. Oh, Wanoa, you were able to save both my son and my wife, Salila. You are not only brave, but also generous. Thank you. Now, you must face your final mission. There is something left, at least according to Galt. It will give the world a chance at complete restoration. Heirloom is waiting. Good luck. Where's the 4th one? Ah, there we go. Lae'zel, what you got for me? Now, listen carefully. You must take Heirloom to the North Pole and then submerge him into the sea. The energy within Heirloom will cause the water around him to freeze into glaciers. The water level around the Earth will drop and reveal the land underneath. Huh. Okay. Eventually, man can try to rebuild their kingdoms without the mistakes of the past. The Spirit Beast Carrick will give you guidance. Okay, so we aren't done yet. That makes me feel much better because as I was just saying less than a minute ago, I feel like we need more from Carrick for her introduction to really make sense, and I feel like there needs to be something else that truly resolves some of the plot points that, I'm gonna say it, were seemingly randomly introduced within the last couple of hours. Now you truly hold the fate of the world in your hands. We have chosen you wisely, and you have not failed us. Oh, we were chosen by the wise men? That's so crazy. Okay, so I'm still thinking maybe Eon, sorry guys, I totally just hit my cup, but I am thinking that maybe Eon is reincarnated from someone or something else because those elemental kings or their little servants were kind of referencing that someone else had come before us to fulfill the role that we were doing. It was implied anyway, even though it wasn't, I guess, technically outright stated. But Eon says, huh? Am I alive? At least for now. I see that the wise men helped you to return. Zephyr is floating, and the Imperial Wizardry's base is completely destroyed. Good work. But do I have to go with Heirloom on his final mission? Yes, Eon. The Master of Heirloom must accompany him to his end. This means it will be my end too. I'm sorry, but that is what must be done. I understand. You are a brave warrior. Defeating Goodle Zephyr must have been very difficult. Actually, Karak, I'm not going to lie to you, sister. I am shocked that that was even an enemy. Yeah, I had a lot of help from this scepter. Now I guess I need to go with Heirloom to be sunk into the North Pole. That's right. But first, I think you should say goodbye to your friends. You should explain to them what needs to be done and that you cannot return to them. That will be hard. When you are ready, go to Heirloom. The destination has already been set. Oh, and this music makes me feel so bad. So she's just saying again, you better go explain this to everyone. They are waiting for you. Oh, I gotta say goodbye to the baby girls. Oh, this makes me feel so bad. I don't know. So while I'm thinking about it too, I'm not entirely sold on Gandor's sacrifice. That feels a little hackney to me that he had to electrocute himself so that we could have power. I mean, are we going to ever really learn who he was and what these visions were that he was having? I just, maybe it's just me, but I can't help but feel like this is so remarkably rushed, this ending part. I don't know. Eon, is that really you? Sorry if I made you worry. I'm sorry for all this trouble. Now that you've returned and we've lifted the lands, then we will all be safe and secure, right? Thank you again, Eon, for everything. But Eon, why do you look so concerned? Am I not gonna tell her? Thank you again, Eon, for everything. I have this terrible feeling that there is great danger ahead. Please be careful. I think we were supposed to tell her that we have to go. Well, I guess maybe it's a conversation that's better avoided for now. I mean, it can't stop our mission from happening, whether we tell them what we're doing or not, so we'll leave that as it is, and let's see Laramie. Eon, you're safe. I'm sorry, Laramie, but Gandor is... I think she already knows. Please, you don't have to. I'm so relieved that you're back in one piece. From now on, everything will be okay, right? Is that it? I'm so relieved that you're back in one piece. From now on, everything will be okay, right? So she's got a little bit less to say than Arcia. Let's see if we can find the shopkeeper. I honestly don't remember what building he's housed in. It might be this one. We'll see. There are only 4 options, so it was this guy, I think. Yeah, because he always takes a little minute to load the apothecary. Let's shop till we drop. Oh, wow. So we don't need to worry about that, but a rare potion, concentrated magical potion, increases MP by 400. That's nice. These random ones, I don't know how I feel about them. I don't care about that. Sealed with revival powers. We still can't afford it. We're a little bit off there. So by 44 points, I want to say, or I should say 44 pieces of gold. Yeah, because we don't have the 5,000 gems for that. So it is what it is. I'm not, well, should we buy something from him? I'm debating the rare potions, but I think if the fight with Goodle Zephyr is any indication of what lies ahead in terms of difficulty, I don't know if I really need to worry about buying more items. I guess we can see that's only 150 gems. Let's just try it. I mean, whatever. Are you finished? Yes. So we're starting at 66. Let's see what it puts our mana at, because we do know that it doesn't necessarily just give you an additional amount of mana, but instead it just raises your mana points to whatever number gets given to you by RNG. So let's just try it. Let's use our black crystal. Are you sure? Yes. And we go to 136. Is that worth the 150? Maybe not, but it was worth a shot. I don't think we're going to be able to revisit Geltania. The land is floating. Good job. I don't know. Maybe we should go back and talk to everyone, but I'm kind of ready for this to conclude, truthfully. And it's a shame to say that because I very much enjoyed the first, I'd say 3/4 of the game. It's really just been this last quarter that I've not been enjoying as much. Anyhow, it's time to carry out Heirloom's last mission. Are you ready? I mean, as ready as I'm going to be. Hold on, friends. I'm going to try not to clink and clank all of my stuff here. Oh, Laramie's saying, where's Eon? Have you seen him? No, Heirloom isn't here either. Heirloom is gone too? This makes me suspicious. Maybe we should ask Carrick about it. I almost said aboot it. I'm not in Canada, I promise. Did you say your farewells to that boy? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. He must have decided not to tell you. Tell us about what? Please, tell us what happened to Eon. He took Heirloom to the North Pole. There, Heirloom will be submerged into the water, which will then freeze. This will allow the water level to drop, and the continents will return to their original state. But if Heirloom sinks, Eon can never return, right? This is awful. Why should Eon have to sacrifice his own life? It's not a sacrifice or even a punishment. It is his purpose in this life. No, not after all that he's already done for us. It's not fair. Everyone that I love is dying. Oh, it's Corky. Laramie, don't cry. What? Is that you, Corky? Yeah, it's me. Carrick thought, oh, you would appreciate a familiar voice. He's letting me... He? I thought for sure Carrick was a she, but, you know, whatever. He's letting me use his body so that I can take you to Eon? Oh, I'm not really sure how this body loaning thing works, but now you can ride on my back. I can't believe it. Thank you, Corky. Actually, we should thank Carrick for this. It may take a minute for me to get used to this body, but we don't have much time. Hop on and hang on tight. Oh my gosh, Corky! It's so good to see you again. Well, I guess we'll go out with a bang, won't we, friends? Heirloom, is that you? No. Systems ready. Identification is affirmative. Master of Heirloom is recognized. Your soul is gone. Now this is only a machine. System ready for freeze process. Proceeding to North Pole. Destination is locked. Engines are at full force. Oh, Heirloom's gone too. Everyone's dying. Oh. I recognize that sacrifice it's important, right? And a necessary evil for a journey of this magnitude. But I feel like some of the sacrifices have felt kind of forced and almost like this sense of urgency got spearheaded at the very last second. So that emotional piece of it is kind of missing because I don't know, I'm having a hard time identifying all of the motives or connecting all of the causes with the outcomes. I don't know. Arrival at North Pole. awaiting orders to proceed with final descent. Well, that said descent, but I know it meant descent. This is it. So much has happened. The lands are safe, but many lives were lost. If I could be reborn, I'd like to live in a peaceful world. Oh. And I wish that you, Heirloom, could be reborn as a person. I guess it is time for our final mission. And on that note, friends, let's go ahead and part ways here. I know it's a little bit early, and it is quite likely, actually, well, I was going to say it's quite likely that episode number 62 might be our final episode for our blind run through the Granstream Saga, but I guess we might have to do a little bit of dungeon crawling at the North Pole, and then there might be another boss fight, so we might be looking at 2, maybe even 3 more episodes. We will just have to find out. So, I don't know. I'm just not feeling good about this concluding segment. I know I didn't really do a first impressions for this, but I might just do an overall kind of, I guess, full impressions and thoughts on the Granstream Saga, because I have a lot to say, a lot of praises to sing about the journey up until recently, about the character development up until recently. I think this game is incredibly charming, and I've very much enjoyed most of it, but this just feels so rushed. But let's see, it might take a turn for the better. We really can't say, because there could still be another hour, maybe even 2 hours of gameplay left. So let's go ahead and hold our horses and not jump to too strong of a conclusion about how we feel about the game. And I will catch up with you guys here in just a second in episode number 62 of Let's Blindly Play Through the Granstream Saga. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I know I will say it as we truly get to that last episode, but I want to go ahead and say it right now that I've greatly appreciated having you along for the journey thus far. So let's go out with a bang. Hopefully, unlike Eon, I'd rather him not go out with a bang. I'd like to see everyone get to live, but at the rate everyone's going, it's anybody's guess. So let's wait and see. I'll catch up with you guys here in just a second.